Hi
Hey
Ranjit.
all. Hey Sridhar.
Yeah. Hi Ranjit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. We have Varsha also on the line.
Hi Ranjit,
Okay.
good afternoon.
Hey, hey Varsha. Good afternoon. Yeah. So you will
You can
continue.
go ahead
You
with
will
that.
continue Sridhar or
No, I'll drop off. You can go ahead, Ranjit. Yeah.
okay, no issues.
Thank
Okay,
you.
let me introduce Varsha myself.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
I'm 20 plus experience and 6 years plus in Wells Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
So throughout that career, working on multiple banks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Prior to Wells, I worked for JP Morgan Chase, ANZ, Credit Suisse.
Mm-hmm.
So entire banking experience and predominantly into Java and J2E.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can introduce yourself and then we can jump into the
Yeah, sure.
technicals. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Writing and Grafana use for system tracking resources. And about my roles and responsibilities, so I have developed several API in this project, and I have written unit test cases as well. That is all about me. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Arsha. So let us start with the core Java, then we'll move on to the others. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What are the methods available in the what is object class?
So in object class mainly used for avoid null pointer exception, and there are some methods like two string methods are there, equals methods are there, and object inside object class.
Hmm.
Yeah, so like a two string method are there, so like it return a string, we can say representing representation of the object, and equals methods are there, so it like compare to object for equally, and their hash code method is also there, so it returns like has value of the object, and some methods
Yeah.
also there, clone method, finalize.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm. What is that finalize method?
It is a, we can say it is called by GC before object destruction, we can say. So that
Hmm.
time it call.
Okay. Fine. Do you heard about anything on the polymorphism?
Yeah. So polymorphism, it means object to take many forms according to the situation. It is called polymorphism. It is are two types, like compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism, it means like overloading is a compile time polymorphism. It means suppose inside one class, same class having same name of method but having different number of arguments or different number of data type, it is called method overloading. And runtime polymorphism, it means overriding, so it means we can say like child class inherit the inherit method from the parent class and modify the logic inside the child class. It is called runtime polymorphism.
Okay. So, I mean, what is the fundamental formula of this spring? Did you hear anything about inversion of control?
Yes, sir. So inversion of control, it means like uh, we can say like spring framework, like it is a fundamental concept, is a IOC. So we can say like control of object creation and dependency management, we can say it is given the spring
Hmm.
container.
Okay. So, what is the difference between this bean registry and application context?
Sorry.
Bean, bean, bean registry and application context.
Okay, so bean registry, it means like bean factory, we can say.
Yeah, bean registry. Yeah.
So like bean factory, we can say like a basic bean registry, so it means it means like store and manage bean definitions, we can say, and create object when we request it, so that time.
Okay.
In application context, we can say like when like when we use main class, so they are
Mhm.
like application context creator internally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do we need serialization?
Serialization mainly used for like when we convert a object to bytes, so that's
Mhm.
that time we use.
Okay. Okay. So, what are the various types of implementing the threading?
So with the help of like we can extend thread class, and we can implement runnable, and with the help of executor service also we can create.
Okay. Can you explain what is the difference between this executor type and executor type creation as well as the normal extending the thread? How it differs?
So like normally like we create, so like suppose we extend thread class, so like we have to override the run method, and
Mm-hmm.
we create the object of thread class, and start method also we have to call. But when we
Mm-hmm.
create by executor service, so like we have to create one executor, like a new thread, a new single thread, like that. And executor we need to only submit.
Mm-hmm.
So inside
So
submit,
have
like
you ever?
we have to pass a lambda expression, we don't need to create a object, and internally it work runnable, we can say.
Okay. So what is this computable feature?
Completable feature, it means we can do work parallelly, we can say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that time we use compatible.
Okay. What is the advantage of using that?
Suppose we have a multiple task, so like multiple tasks, so it means we can do it parallelly, and
Mm-hmm.
after that we can join also result.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we use compatible. We can say like it increase the um, mm, execution, we can say, execution, and performance also increase, we can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So toString and Hashcode you mentioned, right? What is the protocol between these two?
um, has code and equals. So has
Yeah.
code, it means suppose we have a one has map value store in key value pair. So the
Mm-hmm.
that time like uh, uh, bucket find with the help of hash code. So hash code mainly it convert the hexadecimal object address into the integer format. So with the help of we find the bucket. So if two objects are equal, so according the equals they must have the same hash code.
Mm-hmm.
But the reverse, we can say, it is not mandatory. Two objects can have the same hash code but still not be equal. So it contact is important when using like a hashing collision, that time it
Okay.
is important.
So
Yeah.
what is this immutable class?
Immutable class, it means we can't inherit that one class, like whole object like a state cannot be changed, we can say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like
So let's say,
declare
yeah.
the class as final, and we can say make all the fields as private and
Mm-hmm.
final.
Okay. So any already existing class, which is immutable already available? Any
Class
examples for immutable classes?
immutable classes, yes, that one is like integer long, we can say, that
Mm-hmm.
one.
What is the difference between this string and string buffer?
String is a mutable, and string buffer is a immutable class.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say you have a string, right?
Hmm.
And you go and change the value by, appending or whatever,
Hmm.
right? Then what happens?
We have so like a string class, we are appending a, so
Uh,
suppose.
le-
Yeah.
let's say you have a string A,
Hmm.
string you are declaring, you are writing a line, string A equals to some name.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then you are saying the next line, right? A dot append, okay,
Hmm.
and some last name,
Hmm. Okay.
right?
Hmm.
Now you are trying to print the string from the first line. You got
Hmm.
right what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
First line is you are writing a string variable, this equals to first name.
Hmm.
Okay, second line you are writing that variable, whatever the name variable, dot append, and then you are putting your last name.
Hmm.
Third line you are printing the string variable from the first line. So now what you will get?
So suppose like S1 equals to Varsha. So
Yeah,
it means.
example, same example you take. Exactly. First line is nothing but string, right? String name equal to Varsha, first line.
Hmm.
Second line, right? Name dot append Sharma. Now
Hmm.
third line I am printing, what do you say? Print name. What you will get? You will get Varsha or Sharma or both.
Varsha only.
Why?
because
Why?
because inside the constant pool, like s1 equals to Varsha, it means object created a Varsha inside the constant pool. But when we concatenate s1 dot concatenate like Sharma, so it create another one string
Hmm.
object, we
Hmm.
can say Varsha Sharma. But we have
Hmm.
to assign this thing inside the another reference variable. So that time if we print that one, so we can like Varsha Sharma we can print.
Right. What you will get finally? The answer.
Finally, we get Varsha only because we are printing name only.
What is
No?
what is our behavior?
Uh,
This
behavior.
behavior is, what is this behavior? Just now we were discussing, right? This behavior is nothing but immutability, right?
Yes, right. Hmm.
But I think you mentioned string buffer is immutable, string is mutable. I think that is the statement.
Mm, no, no. String is immutable. String buffer is mutable.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Fine. Uh, yeah, let's move on to the Kafka. So how do
Hmm.
you rate yourself out of 5 on Kafka?
3.5 to 4.
Okay. Fine. Why do we need Kafka? Firstly.
Kafka mainly used for like it mainly work on stream data, process the stream data. So that's why we use Kafka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what all the things involved? What and all you know about Kafka?
So Kafka, we can say like it is a like distributing messaging system. So like used to like publish, store, and process real time data. We can say
Mm-hmm.
so different the services. So they are like be used like producer. So producer is mainly used for like send the message. Consumer use for like read message from the topic, and topic are there like topic we can say it is a channel, so where messages are stored, and partitions also there side. So with the help of partition, like we split the topic for
Mm-hmm.
scalability, and a broker is there, so it is a Kafka server there store the messages. And consumer group is also there, so consumer group we can say like it is a group of consumers, we can say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So how many schema registry versions I can deal with using the Kafka? Or maybe let us understand what is the schema registry in terms of Kafka.
Yes, we can say like schema, we can say like backward compatibility, forward compatibility, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why do you need a schema registry
So
in the
like
Kafka?
we can say like automatically create a new version, we can say, so that's why.
Mhm. Okay. So how many versions it can support?
um,
Schema. Okay. Let me give
Version.
an example. Let me give an example. Okay.
Okay.
So now you are writing some, what do you say, some Java class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which has got first name, last name, and maybe department and so on and so forth. Okay. So that is the first version of schema. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm changing the schema. In addition to first name, last name, I'm adding middle name also.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a new version.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's say both the messages will go to Kafka.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Correct.
So now which will be used, or which will be applied the change, and which will be ignored, or how many versions like this? You got what I'm saying? So now I added middle name. Let's say after 1 month I'll be adding one more field.
Mm-hmm.
Will Kafka support all the 3 versions or all the 4 versions, or how many versions it can support?
Yeah, so we can say version depends of changes, like we want to change new features, so we can define many versions, doesn't matter. So like v1, v2, v3, v4 according. And in Java, like URL version, header
Hmm.
versions are there in Java. But in in Kafka, like we can say like it there is a backward compatibility, we can say. So like new consumers can read old data also.
Mhm.
Yeah, and old
Okay, what?
yeah,
Go on, go on.
yeah, and old consumer we can say like can read new data also. So like we can say both compatible, new and old, both can do, we can say.
Okay, what is this consumer group and what is consumer?
Consumer, it means read data from the particular topic, it is called consumer. But consumer group, it means like it is a we can say group of consumers that
Hmm.
read together
Okay,
data. Hmm.
okay. So let's say I have 10 partitions. Okay,
Hmm. Okay.
and I have, let's say, 20 consumers.
ठीक है. Okay.
So then how the behavior it will be? Each consumer can read, how many partitions, or can one partition be shared between consumers, or multiple consumers can talk to the same partition? What is it? So just I'm giving 10 partitions and 20 consumers.
Hmm.
Explain.
So like we can say like one partition can read only one consumer group, we can say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then what happens to the other consumers?
Because topic also partitions are there. Suppose like
Mm-hmm.
we have 10 partitions and we have 10 consumers, so particular one consumer read only particular one partition, we can say.
Mm-hmm. That's what. But I have excess, right? Excess of consumers. What happens to those consumers?
I didn't get you.
Let's say we have 10 partitions
Huh.
and 20 consumers,
Okay.
correct?
Okay. So in
Then what
this,
happens to those extra 10 consumers?
so the 10 ideal, 10 active and 10 ideal, we can say.
Hmm.
Yes, in this case.
Okay. So have you worked on Mongo?
Yes, I have worked, but most of the time I have worked with MySQL.
Okay. Okay. So what is the aggregation steps involved in this Mongo?
So aggregation, it means we can say like aggregation, it means like aggregate the, sorry, I don't know
No,
about it.
I mean steps. Let's say I wanted to aggregate something and I wanted to produce results, right? So
Yeah,
there will
right.
be steps involved, right? What are those steps?
uh, in MongoDB.
Yes.
mm, MongoDB, we suppose like similar like SQL, we can say like, so like where condition we use. And
Mm-hmm.
for aggregation, like their averages are there in MySQL. So in
Okay.
MongoDB, we can say like their group are there, I think. Because
Okay. What is the fundamental difference between this Oracle database and Mongo database?
Oracle,
Why we need to go for a Mongo specifically? What is the added advantage?
Oracle database, we can say like it is a relational database, RDBS. So that mainly store data in a table format, like a row column
Mm.
structure. But in MongoDB, like it is a no SQL database. So like we inside it we store data like JSON format. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we use MongoDB.
Okay. Fine. So have you used any design patterns?
Yes, I have used.
Okay.
So
So how you can break the singleton not to be a singleton? I'm
mhm.
asking how you are going to break it.
Okay, so singleton we can break with the help of reflection, and
Mm-hmm.
clonable object also we can uh, break, and with the help of like uh, when like we don't use synchronization, so with the help of multi threads also we can
Okay.
break.
Okay. Fine. So why do we need to go for monolith and why do we need to go for microservices?
So monolithic, it means like when we go with a monolithic, like suppose when we create when we are using only one database, and when we are using only one, when we want to write code in one language only, suppose Java or Python, like that. So if we want to, when we deploy our application, so only we have to build once, and we can deploy it in, we can say. And microservice architecture, it means like application is split into the small independent services, so it is called microservices. So each service like handle specific business, we can say. So like if any error comes, so we have to redeploy only the particular microservice, so service, we can say. We don't need to
Mm-hmm.
redeploy all the things. And we can write code in different languages also, like
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, better
Okay.
readability also in microservices.
Okay. So what is the difference between these get and post methods?
So post method, it means like when we want to store data inside the database, so that time we use a post method. If we want to read data from the database, so that time we use get mapping.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard about any idempotence?
Yes. So
Ah.
post is not idempotent, but put is idempotent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So have you worked on this Spring Batch?
Yes, Spring Batch also. Yes, I have heard.
Okay. So yeah, tell me something about this Spring Batch. What are the pipelines? Basically, why do we need this Spring Batch?
Yeah, so suppose like we can say we have a in Kafka or Spring.
Spring, I'm asking in Spring.
Okay, so we can say Spring Batch, like framework is used to process like large data in batch jobs, we can say. So suppose like we can say like large data processing is required, like millions of records. So then like use we can say need to run a scheduled, like
Mm-hmm.
that. So like we need a like fault tolerance, retry and restart capability. So data needs to read and then proceed, and then like write in bulk, so that time we use. So like in Kafka, suppose, so there are one class like that one is annotated with Kafka listener. So inside it we pass particular topic, and we pass factory,
Mm-hmm.
container factory, so name like batch factory. So like inside it we pass messages list of string, we can say.
Okay.
So
So let's say I have a Excel sheet. Okay.
okay.
So that Excel sheet is having, let's say, some 2 lakhs documents or 2 lakhs records.
Yes.
I wanted to read that and then write it into Mongo database. Okay.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
now using the Spring Batch, you tell me what all the steps involved. I wanted to read the Excel sheet, which is having 2 lakhs documents or records,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wanted to write it to the Mongo database.
Mm-hmm.
So here I want you to use Spring Batch. So what are the steps that you will follow?
So we can say like firstly like job like represent the complete batch process, we can say.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
after that like job like contain one or more step, we can say. So first like item
Mm-hmm.
read data like from the or XML file, and after that uh, we can say be process that one items first, and
Mm-hmm.
then like we can say like validation, data transformation, like that. And after that like we write that one items inside the
Mm-hmm.
Mongo. Yeah, with the help of we can do it.
Okay. So are you able to read the entire 2 lakhs
uh,
in one go?
in one. So yeah, with the help of partition we can do it. Like we have only one partition, so with the help of we can do it.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So you use this observability logging framework.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You're using it, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever come across this out of memory exception anytime?
Out of memory, exceed, yes, I know about it, but uh, like when we are reading a large file, so that time it will come.
Okay. Okay. Anything else that we wanted to discuss?
Yeah, so about it.
No, I'm just checking. Anything else that we wanted to cover?
uh,
So you mentioned Hibernate,
mhm.
Kafka. Okay. So you are using which build tool, by the way?
Maven.
Yeah, build tool.
Mhm.
Any build tool.
Yeah, so Maven I have used, Maven and Gradle also.
Hmm.
I have
So in which environment you are deploying?
uh, like there are multiple environments are there, like production, and
Hmm.
mm, like testing environment is also there.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Fine. So let's say there is a production issue. Okay.
Hmm.
And I wanted to solve your production issue. So what are the steps that you will follow?
So firstly, I check the logs. Firstly, I understand the problem, and try understand the what exactly is failing. So we can say check first error message and identify service,
Hmm.
or we can say API. So we check the logs, and inside log, we check which one class, which one method it is coming, so we check that things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned PostgreSQL and MySQL and MongoDB also, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So you are hands-on on Java 17 or Java 8?
Most of the time I have worked Java 8, but Java 17 also I have worked.
Okay. Okay. What is the difference between this REST API and this one?
And
Um, and this, what is this SOAP? I mean, you heard about the SOAP or
yes,
maybe the,
yes, I
yeah,
heard.
what is the difference? Yeah, what is the difference?
So REST API, we can say, like we use we can perform HTTP methods with the help of this, like a post, put, get mapping, and we can say it is a there we use JSON,
Mm-hmm.
and in so we can say like it is a protocol. There we use XML,
Mm-hmm.
XML based, so yeah. So XML only we use inside the SOAP, and rest we can use JSON and XML also. And yeah, I know only these things.
Okay. Fine. So I think I'm very much done. So you have any questions for me, Varsha?
Oh yeah, so can you please tell me if I select in this, so what kind of project and what roles and responsibility are there?
Yeah. So functionally, it is going to be the payments domain. Okay.
Okay.
So huge amount of let's say transactions and creditor, debtor, right? All this data will be flowing,
Mm.
and all the data will be flowing through Kafka.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you'll be writing multiple APIs, or you'll be writing multiple
Hmm.
Spring Batch jobs, right?
Okay, okay. Right.
So which will deal with this huge data,
Uh-huh.
and eventually you will persist into Mongo database,
Okay.
or you will write into the another topic. So
Oh,
it's a huge stream of data flowing in. right?
Mm-hmm.
For that, some supportive APIs. For that, some what do you say? The UI related APIs. We wanted to see the transaction where it got stuck or where
Mm-hmm.
it is processing.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say if at all some customer is calling and saying a complaint, right? My
Mm-hmm.
transaction got stuck after 4 days, 5 days. What
Mm-hmm.
happened?
Mm-hmm.
We should see the entire chain of transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it involves 20 or 30, right? So
Mm-hmm.
where it got stuck and when it will be resolved. So for all these,
Mm-hmm.
we have to write APIs and
Okay.
use Kafka, Mongo database, data
Mm-hmm.
design patterns, core Java, everything will be involved.
Okay. Okay.
And side by side, yes, maybe what do you say? Any Gen AI algorithms or new
Mm-hmm.
technologies. So this is all about the project.
Okay. 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 Fine.
Okay,
Hmm.
fine, Varsha. Yeah, that's pretty much okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.